Mr. Bubbles. Mr. Bubbles. Hey, I'm talking to you. Come here. Let me see. Let me see your cut. Oh, see, boy. Come here. Let me see, boy. Let me see. Oh man, this was pretty bad before. This was worse before. Hold on. Stop moving. It's healing. Before it was full of pus. It was infected. It smelled really bad. Man, it was pretty bad. I thought he was gonna die, but little by little he kept. The interesting thing about Mr. Bubbles is that I would tell him I would get home like around 4, and I told him to show up to the house like around 4, because I usually get here around 4, and he would get to my house. I would get home, and he'd come out of the under the truck or the car, and he would be waiting for me. He's like, "All right, I'm here for my cleaning of the wound." I would have to clean his wound almost every day, and I would wrap it, and then I used like a mixture of salt and what was it? Salt and green tea. I had to boil some green tea leaves, and I made a little concoction. And I know that you're like, what? You don't know if you hurt him or whatever. And it probably did hurt him, but I remember when I would clean the wound, I would be rinsing it off right here, and I would wash it on the sink, and it smelled really bad. It smelled like of horrible rotten flesh. And so, but luckily he's been healing. It's healed a lot better. Man, before it was really, really bad. And I thought he was going to die, but he listens to me. I remember I would tell him, "I need you," and I was mad at him. I was yelling at him. I'm like, "I need you here as soon as I get home from work, so I could clean your cut." And like almost for a whole week, he would show up to me as soon as I get home from work. He would end up coming from. He would come and greet me. He was like, "I'm here," but I cleaned him, and so now he's better though. I even bandaged him up, and almost for a whole week. And luckily, it started to heal because it was really bad before, and the cut kept getting bigger and bigger. The infection kept growing. The infection was really big. Let's just say it was this big, and then like probably almost for 2 weeks, it started to grow. His wound kept growing and growing. But luckily, I don't know how I ended up knowing cat first aid, but it started to work. Also, that probably didn't help him either when he was scratching it. So, Mr. Bubbles.